Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be making shrimp and grits, and I am going to go ahead and show y'all the ingredients, so if you want to go ahead and get them together. Okay, so first we have 3 to 4 pieces of bacon, 1 pound of peeled, clean, and deveined shrimp. The butter goes in the shrimp and the grits, but you won't need more than a stick. Next, we have 1/2 cup of green onions. We have 1 green bell pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, a pinch of cayenne pepper, or you can use hot sauce, 2 1/3 cup of milk. We have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of old-fashioned grits, and 1 cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, so first I'm going to chop my bacon and then fry it in a pan, but you can chop it after frying it. It's just whatever you prefer. This bacon came from Fresh Market's meat market, and so it's a little bit thicker of bacon because this is the kind that we like. Also, keep in mind that bacon does shrink up when it is being cooked, so it will get a lot smaller pieces, so you don't have to cut them too small. Make sure you save a couple of tablespoons of the bacon grease once you cook it, and we'll use it later on, but we always save the bacon grease when we make bacon, and we have a little jar to put it in the fridge, and we use it to season vegetables, and we put it in the bottom of the cornbread pan, and so it makes it really good. Now I'm going to take a slotted spoon and spoon out all of the bacon so I can separate it from the bacon grease. Now I'm going to transfer the bacon grease into our little bacon grease jar that we keep. Now I'm going to go ahead and slice up the green bell pepper and the green onions. I try and make sure that most of the lighter part of the green bell pepper is cut off. The slices will be like this, and I'm just going to go around it and get all of that out. Next, I'm going to chop up the green onion, and all you do is cut off the hair part. You can also use 1/2 cup of celery in this too, but we didn't have any, so I just decided to leave it out. Okay, so now in a pan, I'm going to combine the green bell pepper, and now I'm going to combine the green onion, add in 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, one teaspoon of garlic powder, just a pinch, smidgen of cayenne pepper, so I just, a little bit more. That's probably good. 1 tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of the bacon grease. And lastly, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, so now I'm gonna take it over to the stove and I'm gonna saute it for 8 to 10 minutes. We always shred our own cheese. We always get block cheese, and I have an attachment for my KitchenAid mixer. And if y'all would like to see, or if y'all want a link to that, I will link it in my description box, the KitchenAid attachment for the cheese. And while that little mixture of green onions and bell peppers and spices was cooking, I went ahead and shredded the cheese. I also went ahead and took the tails off the shrimp while that mixture was cooking as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the shrimp and make sure it's thawed by now. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the milk, butter, and salt into a separate saucepan for the grits. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk these ingredients together and bring it to a boil. Now that all of the shrimp is cooked and it's all to a light pink color, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and take it off the eye and set it aside. So now that the milk is boiling, I'm going to add in the 1/2 cup of grits very slowly and whisking in between each time I add some in. Wrong spoon. So at this point, I'm going to put the heat on low and cover it. I'm just gonna cover it until the grits are thickened, about 5 minutes. The grits are about done. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the eye off and stir in the 1 cup of cheese. Now that all the cheese is stirred in and melted, I'm going to put the lid back on it for a minute. While I'm plating my grits, I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons of grits in each bowl. And then I'm heating up my shrimp while I do this. The shrimp mixture once again. Now I'm gonna top it off with the shrimp in everyone's bowl, making sure to get the bell pepper and sauce from the bottom. And now I'm just gonna take this chopped up bacon that we used and sprinkle it on the top. I have my favorite seasoning, and it's Jonnys seasoning salt. I'll link it in the description. It is my all-time favorite seasoning. We basically season on everything, and I'm just gonna go and hit it on each plate just a tad. And if you don't have Jonnys seasoning salt, then you can hit it with some salt and pepper if you would like. Next, I'm going to put a piece of French bread in each person's bowl, and it's really good because it soaks up in that butter sauce, but then also you can just add some butter on the bread as well. And that is it. It looks so delicious. I'm so excited. This is what it looks like. It turned out perfect. I'll go ahead and do a taste test with my family and film it for you guys. What does everybody think?
It's amazing.
Rate it out of 10.
10 is perfect. It's wonderful.
Rated out of 10, Clay.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, guys.
10 out of
Make
10.
sure you check this recipe out. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if you end up making one of my recipes, please let me know and tell me how it turned out. Bye, guys.